of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Panthers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy.
The first of 2 on this Monday night. The Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Bowen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job.
Oh, Young loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after, good by Grupe. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well. And I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step one, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Off the play fake, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A really good pickup, 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Well, caught by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same, but even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that, and I do know some teams in the league that first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
That throw by Young incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Now Young on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Young to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Handoff up the middle. Hunt shedding through the defense. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sends up the 1st and goal. They go play action. Young to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here is Young. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Young now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Blue, check white, switch, yellow.
Young off the play fake. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Holding, offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Brzee brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Bowden. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Thomas has got it, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing, Young. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Thielen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Ready?
Now Young. Open man once again at Thielen. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready, go.
Now here's Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pete Werner. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Keeps it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So, sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
29.
Carr. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
There's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things broke down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
That throw by Young incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Bowden now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Carr now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Carr now to throw. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Trying the left side with Kamara. Down to about the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Try to pound it in, Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The point after, good by Grupe. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He may go. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, Young again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be third and forever. Young working out of the gun. And this turns into... He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
6-18. What's up?
Here's Carr to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
93.
Here's Carr. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Here we go.
1st down, Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
35-yard line. Ready?
Now Young. Again, that's Hurst. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Young will set to throw. He's got Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10, Young. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Here's Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now here's Young. Swings this out for Hunt. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A play fake. Now Young. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Young.
That's caught at the 2. And he's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
What now?
2nd down and a yard.
Carr going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big connection on that one. 61 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that.